just chasing distant flames in empty rooms and louder names. Thought one day someone would appear and shine away my deepest fear. I prayed for signs, for saving grace, for something holy in its place. But all along, behind the door, I was the light, I longed for more. The mirrors lied, the world was loud, but in the quiet I found how to see the glow beneath my skin, the fire that starts from deep within. I am the light I was waiting for. I don't need to knock on every door. I held the spark beneath the shame. I was the shelter in the rain. No need to chase what I contain. I am the sun beyond the pain. I am the light, and I remain. I used to think I needed proof, a voice to echo back my truth, but silence showed what I forgot, that what I searched I always got. I am the dawn after my night, the quiet glow that feels so right. I thought I'd find it in a face, but found it in my sacred space. I stopped the run, I called it home. I walked the dark and found my own. This light, it doesn't scream or shout, it's just the love I let come out. I am the light I was waiting for, not hidden, lost, or needing more. It lived inside the whole damn time, beneath the wounds, beneath the climb. I thought I'd find it in the skies, but it was always in my eyes. I am the light I finally see. I stopped begging for stars and started being the moon. I stopped searching for rescue and found refuge in my own reflection. I am the light I was waiting for. I hold the key, I am the door. No need to earn, no need to prove. Just need to be, just need to move. In every breath I shine, I glow. And now the whole of me can know I am the light. I've come back home. I used to walk with maps in hand, chasing a dream I thought was grand. Thought joy was somewhere far ahead, in goals and lines that I had fed. But now I walk with open palms through quiet hills and healing songs. I'm not in haste, I'm not in race. I walk to breathe, to feel this place. There is no prize I'm running to. The path itself is always true. The wind, the light, the sky, the tree remind me I was born to be. I walk not to arrive, but to be, to feel the earth beneath my feet, to see the sun without the climb, to hold this breath as a gift, as time. I walk with wonder, not with will. Each step a song, each pause a thrill. I walk not to escape, but to return. The world still pushes next and more, but I have closed the chasing door. My joy is found in slow down pace, in moments full of sacred space. I do not need a crown or name. The sky still loves me just the same. I walk with love love for all I've been, and peace in who I am within. The journey isn't up or down, it's every stop, each passing town. And in this walk I've come to know there's nowhere else I need to go. I walk not to arrive, but to breathe. Not chasing dreams I can't retreat, but holding dreams that walk with me. In every cloud, in every tree. I am not late, I'm not behind, I'm right on time, I'm redefined. I walk not for the end, but for the now. The destination was never a place. It was this moment, this breath, this step, with no need to be more than already enough. I walk not to arrive, but to be in rhythm with eternity. I walk in softness, I walk in flame. Each step I take, I speak my name. No longer lost, no need to roam. With every step I am at home. They told me loud was how you win. Speak your brand and shine your skin. But every shout became a bruise, and every spotlight left a bruise. I tried to run in their fast lanes, but lost my breath, forgot my name. I smiled through noise I didn't choose, and learned that silence isn't blues. So I stepped back, I shut the screen, I kissed the sky, I touched the green. I found a rhythm deep and slow that didn't need the world to know. The world was too loud, so I got quiet. Not out of fear, not to deny it, but in the hush I heard my soul. A whisper fierce, a fire hole. While they screamed for more and fast, I breathed and heard myself at last. The world was loud, but I found me. I left the stage, unplugged the song, sat with my truth, though it felt wrong. I let my pulse guide every move, I let my stillness gently prove that I don't need to fill the air to matter more, to feel I care. My quiet is not shame or flight, it's sacred ground, it's sacred light. I learned to listen through the trees, I learned to speak with steady knees. My silence holds 1,000 flames, more honest than the loudest names. The world was too loud, so I got clear, turned down the volume, fed by fear. I walked away to walk within, I let the healing song begin. No trending tag, no viral spree, just soft and slow, just true and free. The world was loud, but now I lead. I wasn't made to echo noise, I was made to tune into stillness, to find the melody underneath the madness, and let it carry me home. The world was too loud, so I went still, and now I move with sacred will. I don't perform, I don't defend, I only speak when truth begins. My quiet is my strength today, the loud will fade, but I will stay. They tried to name me with their fear, but I was never theirs to define. I wasn't missing, I was growing, quietly, deeply,
like something sacred does when no one's watching. I wasn't broken, I was waiting for my spring. I am the bloom they said can't sing. I grew in silence, grew with grace. Now I bring roots to every place. I rise, I shine, I take my space, and wear my scars like holy lace. I wasn't broken, I was gold beneath the dust.
used to fear the heat I held, the way it sparked, the way it yelled. They said calm down, so I obeyed and hid the blaze behind the shade. I learned to dim, to play it safe, but felt the burn beneath my face. I called it rage, I called it shame, but that was just a holy flame. I wasn't made to hold it in, to swallow sparks, to fake a grin. This fire's not here to break me down, it's here to rise me from the ground. The fire in me isn't meant to burn me. It's not a curse, it's how I see. It lights the dark, it warms my way. It's not a storm I must obey. I feared my heat, I fought my flame, but now I call it by my name. The fire in me is finally free. It's not just anger, not just fight. It's every no I made feel right. It's every truth I never spoke, 'cause I was scared that I might choke. It's passion dressed in battle cries. It's dreams I buried under lies. It's every breath I used to hide, now rising like a wave inside. I let it move, I let it dance. I gave my fire a second chance, to not consume, but to create a life that love, not fear, translates. The fire in me isn't meant to burn me. It's how my soul says let me be. Not meant to scorch, but to ignite the parts of me that long for light. I've cursed my flame, I've tried to flee, but now I stand and let it breathe. The fire in me builds the dawn. I was never too much, I was never too loud. I was fire without direction, but now I am flame with purpose. The fire in me isn't here to burn me. It's here to teach, to guide, to turn me toward the path I used to fear, toward the truth I now hold near. I don't apologize for blaze. I rise in fire, not in haze. The fire in me is how I rise. They told me hold your head up high, don't let them see you break or cry. Be brave, be tough, be steel, be stone, but none of that ever felt like home. I wore the armor made of glass, smiled while the quiet storms would pass. I stood so tall, but not so free. That strength was never made for me. I don't want power that hides the pain, or moss that shine but leave a stain. I want the truth, the soft, the raw, the kind of strength that breaks a law. They told me to be strong, but I chose real, to feel the things I used to see, to cry when joy or grief was near, to shake with love instead of fear. My softness is my rebel song, my tears are proof I still belong. marksman, weakness set me back. But now I know what breaks can do. They let the deeper light shine through. I don't need tough skin to survive. I need the space to feel alive. Let them call it fragile grace. I call it truth inside this phase. I won't pretend that pain's not real, or fake a calm I cannot feel. I'd rather tremble, speak and shake than live behind a strength that's fake. They told me to be strong, but I chose real. To say I'm hurting and still heal. To let the world see through my frame and never play the strength game. I let my voice be raw and wide, and let the flood be not denied. They wanted strong, but I chose free. Don't call me weak, because I feel deeply. I've survived things without pretending they didn't hurt. That's not weakness, that's courage unarmored. They told me to be strong, but I chose light. Even when it kept me up at night, I let my heart be what it is. Not made for battles, made for bliss. I gave up walls and learned to yield, and found a strength the sword can't shield. They wanted strong, but I became real. I chased the gold, I played their game. Measured myself by someone's name. Thought if I lost I'd disappear. So I wore strength and hid my fear. I ran so hard I missed the song of who I was before the wrong. I climbed and never saw I was enough without it all. I thought the trophies made me real, that hustle meant I'd finally heal. But I was bleeding on the way, and no one stopped to hear me say. I thought I had to win to be worthy, had to shine bright just to be seen, had to be perfect to deserve peace, had to be loud to be believed. But I was whole before the race, I just forgot my resting place. I thought I had to win, but now I rest. They taught me worth was in the crowd, in being first and being loud. But now I walk a different beat, one made of soil, not of street. I hold my value in my breath, not in the chase, not near success. I am a soul, not just a score, and I don't need to prove no more. The medals rust, the praise fades fast, but who I am was made to last. Not built in wins or loud applause, but in the love that holds my flaws. I thought I had to win to be worthy, to fix my past, to earn my name. But I was loved beneath the shame. No scoreboard ever lit that flame. I dropped the weight, I dropped the pace, and found my home in gentle grace. I thought I had to win, but I was born enough. No one told me that breathing could be enough, that the way I sit with my sadness is already sacred. That rest is not a weakness. It's alright. I thought I had to win to be worthy, but now I know I always was. Before the race, before applause, before the pressure, plans and cause, I was so wrapped up in light, and that alone makes me alright. I don't need to win, I just need to be. Flinch at every ache, thought pain meant something was a mistake. I ran from tears, I hit the cracks, pretended peace could come like that. But pain's not always punishment, sometimes it's truth we never meant to face or feel, to hold or name. But burning down can clear the flame. I learned that hurt can be a guide that shows what I've kept locked inside. And though it stings, it pulls me near to the softest truth beneath my fear. Not everything that hurts is wrong. Some wounds sing deeper healing songs. The ache I feared became my friend. The crack I hated let me mend. I sat with pain, I let it stay, and slowly it showed me the way. Not every tear is proof I'm weak. Sometimes there's strength that couldn't speak. The grief I numbed was still alive, just hiding in my 9 to 5. But when I paused, it had a voice that said, you're worthy, not a choice. I stopped demanding it to leave and found a tenderness beneath. The sting was sharp but not untrue. It carved a space where light broke through. And when I leaned into the ache, I felt the ground begin to shake. But in that quake I saw what's real. The pain I feel is how I heal. Not everything that hurts is wrong. Some breaks are where the roots grow strong. I held the hurt, I held the night, until it softened into light. No need to fight, no need to flee. This ache became a part of me. Not all that hurts must disappear. Some wounds are how the soul draws near. I stopped asking pain to leave. I started asking, what are you here to show me? Not everything that hurts is wrong. Some silence grows into a song. I gave my hurt a place to rest and found it beating in my chest. Not every shadow means I'm lost. Some healing comes with gentle cost. Not everything that hurts is here to harm. used to rage like crashing waves, thought strength meant fire, not hearts to save. I burned my bridges just to feel, but all that heat never helped me heal. I clenched my fists, I screamed out loud, war of thunder like a bitter shroud. But deep inside I wasn't pain, I was the water after flame. They feared the fire in my chest, but never saw the softer rest. I held the truth beneath my fight, a rain that fell to birth the light. I am not the storm, I am the rain. I do not break, I soothe the strain. I fall in silence, slow and true. In everything I touch, I renew. I'm not the roar, not meant to scare. I'm made of breath, of open air. I am the rain, not the rain. They said to shout, to make a stand, but I just want to hold your hand. They praise the loud, the strong, the wild, but I came home to my inner child. I used to think I had to fight, to prove my voice, to earn my right. But now I see my calm can be a force that breaks, then sets you free. I'm not the lightning meant to blind, I'm not revenge, I'm not rewind. I'm what remains when war is done, the gentle sound, the healing sun. I am not the storm, I am the rain. Not here to crush, but to explain that even in my quiet fall, I reach the roots beneath it all. I don't destroy, I help things grow. I'm moving ways they'll never know. I am the rain, soft and brave. You called me weak because I wept, but rain is how the forest stands. I am not chaos, I am care. I am what stays after the thunder leaves. Think that I'd be free when chains would break so loud they'd see, when walls would fall with rebel sound, and I'd be dancing unbound. But freedom didn't come in noise, it came in quiet and softer voice. It didn't roar, it didn't fight, it whispered slow in morning light. It came when I no longer ran, when I made peace with who I am. Not in escape, not in the race, but in the breath I chose to face. Freedom doesn't shout, it breathes in silent winds and falling leaves. It lives in stillness, not in speed, in simple truths, not endless need. I found it where no eyes could see, inside the space that welcomed me. Freedom doesn't shout, it rests. They told me freedom wore a crown, a stage, a scream, a breaking down. But I found mine on quiet nights, in holding tears instead of fights. It came in saying no with grace, in walking slow and giving space, in letting go without a sound, in stillness deeper than the ground. It wasn't fire, it wasn't fame, it wasn't needing to explain. It was the breath I didn't chase,
that filled me whole in sacred place. Freedom doesn't shout, it flows through open hearts, the quiet knows. It's not the loudest in the room, but the one who makes peace bloom. I felt it not when I was seen, but when I loved the in-between. Freedom doesn't shout, it listens. Freedom is not the slam of a door, it is the opening of one, quietly, without fear. It is the first breath you don't have to earn. Freedom doesn't shout, it stays in slow routines and sacred days, in knowing I don't need to fight to take up space or claim my right. I walk this world with gentle feet, and that alone makes me complete. Freedom doesn't shout,